Now we have State Senator Tanya Schuitmaker joining us live in the studio to get her take on tonight's speech. Senator, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Always happy to have you here. Now, we've heard so much about what we should expect from the State of the State address tonight. Everything from preserving the Great Lakes to possibly increasing taxes to get more funding for our roadways. What do you think the governor will spend the most time speaking about? And do you necessarily agree with those topics?
Oh, well, I definitely think that, first of all, going into the future, what needs to be fixed? This governor has always been one about actions and going into the next century. So I think the governor will focus on our infrastructure, certainly, because we have crumbling roads out there. And the trick will be how to fund those roads. You know, people struggle to put gas in their tanks, and I'm not so sure that's a long-term solution in terms of going forward because more and more cars are becoming electric and hybrid, but that being said, I think it's incumbent upon us as lawmakers to answer the challenge of how to fund our roads and bridges.
Now, in that same vein, last March, this same time last year, we were hearing a lot about this gas tax that was going to be necessary, jumping from 19 cents a gallon to 23 cents immediately. Then it would have been 27 cents this year, and it was supposed to be necessary to keep some of the federal funding in place. Whatever happened to that proposal?
Well, we did end up finding the funding to draw down our federal match, certainly the new international bridge crossing. We're able to leverage those dollars to answer that. So I'm hopeful that there's more creative solutions out there in order to answer the problem of our infrastructure and not just a gas tax.
Now, I asked Senator Prose off air after the interview was done, do we think we'll see any of that language come back? Gas tax increases. Are you concerned at all that this might be part of the governor's proposal to fix some of our crumbling roads and bridges?
You know, I don't know. We'll wait to see. Certainly, everything I think will be on the table, and I think everything should be on the table for just discussion. And if the people support it, then I think it will eventually get passed.
Now, obviously, we've been hearing so much over the past month about this right-to-work legislation that's been passed into law now. We are expecting some protests at the state capitol today. Do you think the governor will respond at all to the fact that those protesters will be there?
No, I think the governor has always been that he welcomes the conversation. People are free to voice their opinions on things that we've done, but I do believe that the governor will simply focus on going into the future. What's going to be great for Michigan's residents, for job creation, for students, and all the things to make us a healthy state again.
And I guess kind of finally here, this is an address that happens every single year. Your outlook for this year for the state of Michigan compared to last, are things looking brighter?
I definitely think our unemployment is going down. I'm going to more and more ribbon cuttings where jobs are being created. That's putting Michigan residents back to work. I think now we just need to focus on our infrastructure, our education, our roads, bridges, and I think Michigan, as long as it doesn't get mirrored up in the federal things, our brighter days are ahead of us.
All right, and perhaps solutions laid out tonight.
Yes.
Senator Schuitmaker,
thank you very much
for joining us this morning. Again, we always appreciate it.